Hey, Secret Wealth Project crew. How you doing? Hope you're doing all right. So we are live. It is the 13th of August, 2021. I'm Matt Webley. And yeah, I hope you're doing all right. So I said I was back. And here I am. I'm back to help navigate you through the new world that we're moving into. This one thing called the internet might be your savior going forwards. There's going to be disruptions. There's going to be bumpy patches, even with the internet. And I'm not saying it's going to be plain sailing, but the best chance you've got of navigating through the bumps that are coming, and if you don't know they're coming, you just don't know yet, but trust me, they're coming. But the best way you've got of navigating through these bumps is by establishing multiple income streams. And I would suggest online income streams, because offline stuff usually costs money. So, hey, I'm all for buying property. I'm all for buying stocks and shares and all that stuff. I'm all for doing that stuff. You know, whatever you could do offline to make money, cool. But the online is your savior, because it's a level playing field. Now, as you know, if you've been a member of the group or been following me for a while, I started 20 years ago, and I've done a lot of business models in that time. There's probably less things I haven't done than things I have done, if you know what I mean. So I'm not saying I've done everything there is to make money online at the highest levels and make gazillions in each. I'm not saying that, but at some point I've done pretty much everything, whether that is selling on eBay or private label, or it is affiliate marketing or courses, or you name it, I've probably done it. Selling on Shopify, you name it, I've done it. Near enough. There's probably some stuff I haven't done. But like I say, you probably struggle to find stuff I haven't had a dabble at than stuff I have. So one of the biggest things we always preach here at the Secret Wealth Project is laser focus. You've got to stick to one thing, stick with it, and make it work. And if you get to a point whereby you've tried it, you gave it your all, gave it everything, and it still ain't working for you, that's when maybe you should pivot. But what you don't want to do is switch from one thing to another. Having said that, establishing multiple income streams is probably going to be your savior through the things that are coming. So before we go on, can you let me know if you can see me and hear me all right? I'm getting a little bit of a skip. What I can see, I'm getting a bit of a skip, but I don't know if that's just me or if it's you guys. Alison says, whoop, whoop. And it says Facebook user. Look at this. So Alison, whoop, whoop. And then we got Facebook user. Hey, Matt Webley. Hey, right. Another Facebook user, all loud and clear. If you've not registered with StreamYard, you can register with StreamYard and then your face comes up if you want it to. You don't have to if you don't want to. But hopefully people can see and hear us on YouTube also. We're live streaming to both YouTube, Secret Wealth Project, and Facebook group, Secret Wealth Project. So like I say, I'm here to navigate you. I get this question all the time. What's the best business model to get started with? And I could answer it so well for you. Like if I just had 10 minutes getting to know you, asking you a few questions, I would be able to say, this is the perfect thing for you. That's wrong for you. No problem. The problem is when people assume there is a best business model. And the fact of the matter is there isn't one best business model. There's lots of best business models and they suit different people. But there's no truth. The truth is there's no one best income stream. So it's not when a beginner comes into this world and they go, oh, what's the best business model I should do, Matt? Honestly, I can't answer you without knowing a little bit more about you. But hopefully we'll explore some of those things today on this live, so that if you're thinking about moving into a secondary income stream, if you've started off on whatever you're doing now, or you're moving into your first income stream, or maybe it's your 10th, hopefully we'll illuminate the path for you a little bit and guide you into what you might want to do next. So 7 best online income streams. I mean, it's not a clickbait, but it's like, there ain't no best income stream. I'll tell you that up front. And there isn't 7 best either. These are just 7 that I really like. So if you asked me about business models that stand the test of time, that work over the long term, that pretty much anybody can do if they've got certain things. Then these are them. So wherever you're starting out, whether you've got experience or whether you've not, one or more of these might be the ticket for you to a better future. So when you're choosing the best income stream, there's a few things that you need to take into account. I've got my trusty whiteboard, and the first one is, what's that? It's time, baby. That's meant to be a clock. Time. So do you have a lot of time to invest, or do you not have much time to invest? That's probably the biggest factor in this. Because if you don't have a lot of time, then you're not going to pursue an active business model, right? You're not going to pursue an active business model. So there's two types of online income streams, active versus passive. Can you guys see that all right? Yeah, you can see that all right, I think. So active versus passive, right? If you've got loads of time, then you're going to maybe consider active business models. And we'll go into some examples of those shortly. If you ain't got a lot of time, then the time you do have, you need to be focusing on passive business models. Now, I would argue that long term, you should look to get a good portion of your wealth or a good portion of your time and attention invested into creating or nurturing or owning passive income streams. But yeah, basically, if you've got lots of time, you'll make more money in active income streams in the short term. If you've got less time, then the time you do spend, you should be spending it on passive. So that's the main things, but active versus passive. So time suits active better, and lack of time suits passive better. Another one, see if I can draw it. Do you know what this is? I'm not the best artiste, but what do you reckon that is? Somebody guess in the comments. Let me know what you think it is. Go on. There's a little bit of a delay, so let's see if you guess it before I write it. Someone let me know. Someone let me know. Quick, before I do it. I don't want to hold it up too much, but I want to give you time to write it. Quick, type it, type it, type it. What do you think that is? What do you think this picture is? I haven't seen anyone comment yet. Money. Money, baby. It's money. So if you've got money, you might want to invest that into active or passive income streams. But if you haven't got time, no point putting the money in active, if that makes sense. The money is best off in things that can be built more passive. Pyramid, someone says. Was that what that was? A pyramid. Yeah, maybe sandbags at war or something. I don't know. So these are things, considerations. How much money you've got, how much time you've got, right? And we don't have to answer that right now, but you'll know this. These are what is going to make a difference as to what business model you choose, potentially out of the list of the 7 best online income streams that I'm going to suggest here. Another one is, and I don't know what I'm going to draw for this, but let's do this. So what's this one? What do you think this picture is here, folks? Try and guess. Thanks for the pyramid guess anyway. Somebody tried to guess pyramid on this one. What do you think this one is? I don't think you'll guess this one. On our team meetings, sometimes we play this game called Scribblio, and some of the pictures that come out. Karen drew what did she draw? She drew it was a crocodile, but it had no jaws. I don't think it had any legs. It was like a slug with eyes or something. And it's just funny. But this is extrovert or introvert. Not many people will bring that up, but I think it's super important. Extrovert or introvert. So I'm not saying you're unhappy if you're introvert. I'm saying you don't do this like me. If you're an introvert, typically you can. Extroverts tend to be the ones that are a little bit more like me. So I'd class myself as extrovert, but some people are like, and especially people that are drawn to e-com are introverts. So this is something you need to take into account with whatever business model you're doing, because there's some amazing business models if you can harness the introvert within and go for it, or if you're an extrovert. But they might not be the same business models for each. If you're an introvert, the extrovert business models won't suit you. And then the last one, what can I draw for this one? I don't know what to draw for it. I really don't know what to draw for it. The last one is I'm going to draw a question mark and just put preference. So it's preference. The last one is your preference. So when you're considering the perfect business model to go into, all of these 4 things are what I would consider probably the main things you need to think about when you're looking to go into something. So, for example, if you love writing, if that's your preference, then you won't go do something that requires you to be on video. If you love being on video and you hate writing, you won't do something that requires you to do a load of writing. So really it comes down to how much time you've got, how much money you've got, whether you're introvert or extrovert, and what's just your personal preference, what you're good at, what you like doing, and all that stuff. So armed with these 4 things, I think we could pretty much figure out what the best business model is for you to do. Now, what I'm going to do now is I'm going to go through 7 great business models that I've made money in. Let's see if I've made money in all of them. Yes, I've made from decent money to amazing money in all of these business models. So whether it's just decent, good, most people would be happy with, or whether it's like smashed it out of the park, all of these are there. But let's discuss each of them, because some of them I've done a lot of, some of them I've done a little bit of, but pound for pound, time invested, all of these have been decent, okay? And all of these have got positives for you. So we'll try and apply each of these business models to these four factors, and then you might find what your next perfect business model is. Subuster says, hey, my friend, good to see you live and be in the time zone. Nice to see you too, Subuster. Thanks for commenting. I love it when folks comment on the lives. It makes it feel all the more better. I ain't doing this because I like talking to a camera. I like doing this because it's interactive and stuff. So I appreciate when you guys are able to message. So let's look at this list I've got of these 7 online income streams that I think are well worth taking a look at. So the first one, it won't suit everyone. This one I've probably done out of the lot. This is one of the least ones I've done, but I've still made really good money in it. Like we're talking like, depending on the type of it, it could be thousands per hour, or it can be like 1,000 for a day. So whether that's dollars or pounds, whatever, you go for it, but thousands or 1,000 or something for like a day or even an hour or two. So this one, pretty much most people could do, but I don't think they know they can do it. But it's easy to do, really. But the first one is coaching. Okay, coaching, teaching people how to do some stuff that you know how to do. So Buster's giving me the thumbs ups. If you want to be featured on my little screen, you want me to put you up on there, post a comment, pose a question, whatever, and I'll put you up there. But coaching, right? Do you know how to lose weight? Okay, well, then you could coach people in it. Do you know how to make money online? Well, then you could coach people on it. Do you know how to, grow tomatoes in your back garden? You could coach people on it. Do you know how to train dogs? Coach people on it. Do you know how to defend yourself, self-defense? Coach people on it. So there's lots of things that people want to learn. Do you know how to fly a plane? You could coach people on it. But there's lots of things that people want to learn and they're willing to pay money for. Coaching's huge. I've been to the gym this morning, kind of getting back into it a little bit. It's been a few years, a year or two now since I proper went for it. In fact, more than that, I think. But yeah, there was personal trainers in the gym. People were paying them to count the reps for them, basically, and suggest another thing. But like, it's easy money. It's fun money for the right person. So let's apply it to all of these things. So with coaching, you're going to need some time. It doesn't have to be that much time because you can leverage good. So you can do group coaching. You can get like 10 people in a group, all pay as much as they would do if it was one-to-one coaching. And you can leverage your time across multiple people. So there is some scale built into group coaching. So really I should add group, but this can be one-on-one or group, but you can get some scale out of group. So you need some time to do group coaching, okay? Or you need some time to do coaching properly, but it doesn't have to be lots of time. Anybody could pretty much do it. If you've got a job right now, and you've only got a couple of hours in the evenings or something, once a week you could do a couple of hours coaching, and you'd supplement your income and maybe even do really well if you did it group coaching style. This one's beautiful. So if you've got no money for coaching, you don't need no money for coaching. Everything you need is up here. So if you've got a little bit of time or a lot of time, but you ain't got no money, coaching is a really good potential one. Now let's apply it to extrovert versus introvert. Coaching, I think most coaches will probably prefer coaching if they are a little bit extrovert by nature. Now, there's other things, is ambivert and all that stuff, whereby you kind of switch between. But if you're going to be a coach, chances are, I mean, I know introverts that are okay with one-on-one coaching. I think they'd be less okay with group coaching. But so really, you need to ask yourself the question: do you even like the idea of talking to somebody and teaching them some stuff? Are you extrovert? Would you enjoy that? If you wouldn't enjoy it, then don't do it. Coaching won't be for you. And again, personal preference. Do you like the idea of coaching? Does it sound fun? Let me know in the comments if you like the idea of coaching. If it sounds fun, then you could do it. So you need a little bit of time, but not a whole lot of time to do coaching, but you do need some time. You are essentially exchanging time for money, at least in the early days, but it can be leveraged. So it could be very good money for your time, group coaching, for example. Don't need any money to get into it at all. So that's good. If you're starting out, coaching's a really good place to start. Probably suits extroverts better, but you'll know better than me as to whether that'd be all right. And preference, it's just down to you. So what's the best online income stream number 2? And obviously coaching can be done like this, via a Facebook group, via Zoom, all kinds of different ways. So what's the second one on my list? These aren't in any order, but courses and membership sites. Okay, so courses and membership sites. Now, this really suits people that have already done the coaching first. So if you've done some coaching and you're like, I like this, made some decent money out of it, but I'd like to productize my knowledge or get some recurring going on or something like that, courses or membership sites is a real good next step. Arguably, it could be the first step. You don't really have to do the coaching first if you don't want to, but I think it's advised. Because if you can coach people, you can find the sticking points. You can understand what they get easily and what they don't get easily, how to explain it better to them and all that stuff. So it can actually help your courses and membership sites be better. Now, what's a course? A course is a video course these days. Once upon a time, it might be something else. But these days, it's just a video course. So you record videos. It can be screen capture videos, or it can be videos like this. And then you can put them on a platform like Kajabi or Teachable, or there's a ton of other course platforms out there. And then you can sell your courses. Now, obviously, the beauty of courses, which isn't the beauty of coaching, is that it's really scalable. So you can record your course once, and then you can be selling it year after year after year. And there are platforms. So even if you don't want to master the traffic generation part of courses, it's going to be okay because you can throw them on something like Skillshare or Udemy. Now, membership sites, I've mentioned this in the same things because I wanted to call it one business model. These are something really special. Now, I've done courses and membership sites for a long time. Membership sites are good because you get recurring revenue. So this one potentially is a one-time fee. So you sell your course, that's it. You might be able to upsell them other courses, or you might be able to have payment programs, so you get a bit of like income coming in. But essentially, it's going to end at some point. You've got to sell them something else. This one, you can acquire a customer once, and then you can keep pinging that credit card every month and give them more content. Now, membership sites suits course or coaching model, but essentially, it's teaching people how to do something. So one of my first membership sites was a dating membership site. I paid some, I didn't know he was a kid, but he wasn't really a kid. He was when I first knew him, but I paid some kid, but I paid some guy to write me a load of content in the dating attraction niche. And I had it so it was drip fed out. In the early days when I was doing it, not every course platform had a drip feed option, but now they pretty much all do. If yours doesn't, you're probably on the wrong platform. But I got it so that I got something like 18 months of content pre-written, pre-created. It was a multimodal approach. It wasn't in the days of video like it is now, but it was written, and I think there was some audio in there and things like that. But it would drip out to them. So they come, they join this month, and then they would pay their, I can't remember if it was $27 a month or something. And then next month they pay again. And the month after they pay again. And the month after they pay again. Now I had this cool little thing that it was basically, it was my creation at the time. I've seen other people do it since. So I'm not saying anyone copied off me. Other people are going to think the same thing, I'm sure. But like I combined it with like a martial arts thing. So when you join, you get your white belt. Month 2, you get your yellow belt. Month 3, you get your green belt. Month 4, you get your blue belt. And then what I found was retention was super high, because all they had to do to get their belt, if you like, and it would be a picture of a belt on screen and the color, all they would have to do to get their belt was just hang around. So it wasn't like there was assessments or they had to jump through any hoops to get the martial arts belts. They just had to pay another month. So it meant retention was super high. So a lot of them would have targeted, right, I want my black belt, which might be month 6 or 7 or whatever. But then I had black belt first dan, black belt second dan, black belt third dan. So they're sat there getting the credit card pinged. They're getting fire content. This guy was really good at creating content, but it was fire content. And they're getting what they paid for, but at the same time, they're acquiring these belts. And it was a nice little hack to keep people around. Subusta says, Matt, I'm a sales rep, B2B for the last 20 years. I think sales B2B is easy as people buy people. The only thing is that I cannot show my face due to causing an issue with my work contract. Oh, okay, could do the video post. Just heard it, mate. No worries. So yeah, you don't have to. This is the thing. Showing your face might be a thing, or talking to people might be a thing why you would avoid like the facial video stuff. But that's why there's other business models that we'll get to shortly that might suit you better. But let's apply courses and membership sites to my 4 criteria for what might make your best income stream or your best next income stream. Time with regards to courses and membership sites. Well, with the courses, it's front-loaded time. So from that point of view, it's a good use of your time because you do it once and then you can sell it again and again. With regards to membership sites, they're a little bit more, they can be a little bit more active and require more time. So don't go into it if you don't think you've got the time to do a membership site. But like I say, I had somebody else create all the content and loaded it up into what was quite revolutionary at the time. And I can't remember what platform I used, but it wasn't easy. There wasn't everywhere. They're really clunky. The internet's come a long way, but it used to drip it out to them. So it was very hands-off for me, and it became very passive because of the way I did it. But these days, you're probably going to have to be quite active with your members. You're probably going to have to do video. So membership sites is going to take a lot of time. Not easy. Lots of time, lots of preparation and all that stuff. Courses, less time, but obviously front-loaded time. So hopefully you see the difference there. Money, you don't need much money for either of these things. So again, real nice business model to get into if you don't have any spare cash. Both of these probably would suit an extrovert, but introverts do really well at this too. But introverts tend to prefer the recorded video route. Extroverts prefer to do the more live thing, is what I've just noticed. Not hard and fast rule, but that's just how it tends to be. And then preference, do you want a course or membership site? Maybe you do, maybe you don't. If you don't, that's that. So let's move on to the next one. Social media audiences and content marketing. So every kid these days wants to be a social media kind of audience owner. What should I call that? Social or media audiences. I'll just put and content marketing. So I'm kind of getting, my writing's awful. Content marketing. I'm getting too into each of these, aren't I? Because I couldn't choose them. I couldn't choose my 7th favorite. But these are kind of related anyway. So what do I mean by social media audience? Look, TikTok. Who's on TikTok? Who's on TikTok? People laughed at me 2 years ago for being on TikTok. I loved it. I thought it was great. Or whenever it was, probably 2 years ago. People laughed at me. Might be longer now. People laughed at me. Now TikTok's exploding from an organic content marketing point of view. I mean, I don't think it's at the point whereby the organic's really seriously dropping off, but most platforms do drop off over time, and other platforms emerge and get more popular and get more organic reach and all that stuff. So TikTok, for example, you could pick a niche, start making TikTok content on TikTok, and I should probably do it really, and keep it banging it out there, and your audience will find you just to the nature of the AI algorithms in TikTok are fire. Scary fire. It's like they can peek into your brain fire. Well, you could pick a platform, YouTube, TikTok, Facebook groups, your Facebook profile if you like. There's loads of social media platforms, but choose your social media platform. Twitter, I won't bother with that, but Twitter potentially. But you choose your social media platform of choice. Put regular content on there. You'll start to build an audience as they find you and your keywords get out there or whatever. And then you can supply solutions to the problems of your audience. Love this business model. Really, really good. Now, I've slammed content marketing in there because it's kind of the same thing-ish, but you're creating content and you're putting it out there in the world. And that is driving organic reach and organic people into your world. Paid something totally different, but most people agree that organic content marketing is not a bad idea long term. Even though algorithms are crap, reach has never been lower across all the social media platforms, apart from newcomers like TikTok. It's still worth doing. And at the end of the day, an audience is like an email list almost. So it's just the same. So you can build an email list and ping out an offer to your email list, and then potentially have some people buy that offer. Well, you can do the same with a social media audience. You build the audience, and then you can ping them out offers when it makes sense to. So solutions to their problems, if you like. So that's another one. So let's apply it to our criteria. So time, you're going to need a lot of time for this one. You're going to need a lot of time. If you can't invest, I don't know, a good, I would say half an hour a day minimum. Some people spend 8 hours editing YouTube videos. I ain't ever going to do that. And you can outsource some stuff, but to do this, you're going to need a whole lot of time. Now, on the flip side of that, you don't need a whole lot of money. You don't need any money to do it. You just start a free account on one of these platforms, start putting content out there, stay focused in one niche, keep doing it and doing it and doing it, and eventually you'll build some kind of following. And if you don't, after a few hundred videos or a few hundred attempts or something, it still ain't working for you, pivot. But you don't need no money. It suits extroverts, tends to suit extroverts better. But again, introverts can smash it if they're willing to do it. But obviously there's video platforms and there's more text-based platforms. If you're a bit introverted, you can do the text-based stuff if that makes you feel better, or not. But yeah, you need lots of time. You don't need any money. And you can be either of these. I would say extroverts tend to probably gravitate towards video platforms though. And then personal preference. You might not want to build a social media audience. It's a lot of hard work. It takes a long time. But if you enjoy it, if you love it, then it can be really rewarding. I've met some of my best friends. I've met some of my best work colleagues. I've met my best business partners and everything in between by doing this, building social media audiences and content marketing. So very, very, very worthwhile your time to do some of this stuff. if that is something that you fancy doing. So let's move on to another one. So this one seems to have a lot of interest in the Secret Wealth Project Facebook group right now. So this one might be the most exciting one I've mentioned so far for a lot of you. Trying to get it so you'll be able to see my bottom ones. Affiliate. Affiliate marketing. Okay, now you can do this via websites if you like, or you could do it via other stuff. Like if you're doing the social media stuff, then affiliate marketing fits in lovely with that. But you could do it via websites, right? So let's assume you're talking about affiliate marketing via websites, because this is what was on the poll the other day, the thing that people are most interested in. So let's just talk about it. So what's affiliate marketing? First of all, affiliate marketing is just where you promote other people's products or services in return for a commission if you send a sale. Simple as that. So you're like a virtual salesperson, if you like. But the best affiliate marketers don't sell, they recommend. So reviews and recommendations are the way to do a good affiliate marketing. So if I say I've made this amazing sci-fi blockbuster film, you need to go watch it. What am I doing? I'm selling it because it's me. I'm selling it to you. Now, if I say, oh, I just went to watch this amazing sci-fi blockbuster film, you need to go see it. I'm not selling it because I didn't make it. I'm recommending it. Okay, so recommendations and reviews are the best way to do affiliate marketing. So this one will suit anybody and everybody. You don't need to be any of the above to do this. So this one for a lot of people will be a major preference, and maybe that's why it came up on the poll as the number one thing. So let's break it down against the 4 criteria. Time. Yeah, you're going to need a little bit of time to do affiliate marketing, but if you were doing it via websites, you could write an article, in an hour or two, put it up there, and then that's it. You don't have to invest time to do that again. And then when you've got some more time, you can go do that. So if you've got a lot of time, you could do it full time if you wanted to, or you could just do it in your spare time. Now, I've made full-time income from very spare time work doing affiliate marketing, and I continue to earn from affiliate commissions from programs I've not promoted in years. So you can make decent money affiliate marketing, especially via websites, because once they sit in Google and the content's there and they're just driving traffic, it's like it can become a little cash machine for you if you know what you're doing. So do they require time? Yeah, they require either your time or your money. Now, if you're going to do all the writing or you're going to do all the affiliate marketing, then it's just going to be your time. If you're going to pay somebody else to, you don't need so much time. It'll just be your money. So ultimately, this suits you if you've got lots of time, you've got lots of money, or you got a mixture of either, like a little bit of money, but a lot of time, or a little bit of time and a lot of money. Affiliate marketing really fits either of these two things. Extrovert or introvert, you don't need to be either. Extroverts will get on well with affiliate marketing. Introverts will get on well with affiliate marketing. It don't really matter. But again, if you're going to do it via social media, for example, then extroverts might enjoy it a little bit more. But either of these, it ticks the box for, and preference, really, that's down to you. Do you like the idea of not having customers, not having customer service, not having to build a product or service first, not having to create a sales letter, not having to deliver anything, just being able to go, here's a link, click the link, and if they buy, you get a commission. So it can be very hands-off, it can be very passive, which will probably suit a lot of people. So really, it's, again, personal preference. Do you like the idea of building little, say, websites and getting them ranked in Google, and then they just sit there being a little cash machine? Or does that sound like hell on earth? That's totally down to you and personal preference. So affiliate marketing really ticks a lot of these boxes, really. But the big box it might tick or might not tick would be personal preference. Do you like the sound of it? Yes or no? So the next one we're going to go into is selling on eBay or Amazon. And when I say that, really, I'm saying all e-commerce. Hanson's got a question. How often do you have to create content for affiliate websites? how long is a piece of string? So people that are full-time will probably just be constantly just doing it all the time, because why not? Because you can make some serious long-term passive income from doing it. But the beauty of it is you can say aim for 30 articles in some micro niche, and then just maybe add to it once a week or once a month. Ultimately, the search engines tend to like websites that are updated more regularly these days. So it's not like YouTube, where if you don't do it for ages, like nobody's there anymore. When you start doing it again, it's very much a do it when you want to kind of thing. Obviously, consistency across any business model works best. But if you've only got if you only think you could do, I don't know, if you could sprint to 30 articles on a brand new website, and I don't mean bang them all up at once, you do it over time. But if you could sprint over 3 months or 6 months to 30 articles and then do one a week after that, I think you'd see very good results from that. But it's how long's a piece of string. Some people will do one a day, some people will do one a week, some people will do one a month. Ultimately, I think it's consistency that really wins with any of this stuff. Hanson says, is there a minimum amount of content to get started? No, Hanson, there's not. Obviously, you're not going to get results from writing one article and put it on a website. You're not going to get massive results. There's a period of time whereby the search engines, and I like to say search engines because people are increasingly moving away from Google, including myself. Search engines like to see something grow organically over amount of time. So some people are like, well, once I've wrote 100 articles, I'll post them all and then it's going to rank really well. No, that's not what the search engines like to see. The search engines like to see consistency and organic growth. So if they see a brand new website, you're not going to get very good rankings for it because they don't trust you. So they need to watch that website for a while to see if anything dodgy comes up on the website. Now, if they actually keep looking back at that website and go, okay, 2 new articles this month or 4 new articles this month, and then a month later, oh, another 2-3 more articles, it will start to grow. Like, I'll call it a trust score. I don't know what they'd call it, but it will start to grow a trust score for that website. So, and that happens best when done over time. So don't write 20 articles and then put your website together. Write one article and put your website up, and it gives you a head start. And then wait. Well, no, don't wait. Just whenever you're ready to post another, post another. People wrongly assume you've got to put 7-page website up or a 10-page website up straight away. No, you want to do it organically, bit by bit, over time. So let's go to eBay or Amazon. A lot of people watching this will probably already be selling on eBay and Amazon, so I won't go into it too much. But what we will do is analyze it against these. Now, obviously, you guys know, no worries, Anson. You guys know that there's lots of different business models on, say, selling on Amazon and even on eBay. There's private label, there's retail arbitrage, there's online arbitrage, there's wholesale, and there's unique bundling and all kinds of hybrid business models and stuff. There's even drop shipping and things like that. But there's lots of different ways to sell on eBay or Amazon. What I'm going to do is I'm going to speak to it. I'm going to speak about eBay and Amazon with regards to these 4 criteria, and not every business model and not everything on Amazon, more the reselling route, because that's a lot of the community watching this, or a lot of people that are just lurking in this community. You're likely to be looking at the reselling models right now. So we'll talk about reselling on these platforms as opposed to private labeling or anything like that. So let me put it in there. Let me put reselling, just so it avoids any doubt. So with regards to time, and in fact, let's just cover Amazon first. So we'll go through both, but we'll cover Amazon. With regards to time, Amazon, you don't need that much time. You can outsource finding products with something like onlinearbitragedeals.com, or you can use software, or you can get VAs to do manual sourcing for you, or whatever. But you can outsource a lot of that. You can outsource the prepping. You can get software to do the repricing like Profit Protector Pro. You can outsource, delegate, or automate a lot of the business model. So it doesn't have to take too much time. But you can't have no time. It's not like affiliate marketing via websites whereby you create it once and then it just sits there making you money. You're going to have to keep doing something or paying somebody to keep doing something with reselling on Amazon. And to be fair, it's the same with eBay. I would argue right now eBay is a little bit more time intensive because you don't have the FBA program at the minute that Amazon's got. Now, what you do have with eBay is an FBA style program coming, hopefully. So it doesn't have to be a lot more time, but you might have to pick, pack, and ship your own orders for eBay right now. And again, you can outsource that too, but it's not as simple as with Amazon. So there is going to be some time commitment reselling on either of eBay or Amazon. With regards to money, you're going to need money. If you're going to be a reseller and not a drop shipper or doing something strange, you're going to need money to sell on eBay or Amazon. Again, if you're an affiliate marketer for Amazon, you don't need no money. But you do need money if you're going to sell on eBay or Amazon. The more money, the better. So you're going to need some time. It can be outsourced, delegated, automated away somewhat. So most of it's gone. The time you have to put in is very minimal if you know what you're doing. But you're going to need money. If you start off with £100 or $100, you ain't going to get very far very fast. That's the truth of it. So I always like to say, look, 500 plus. That's bare minimum in my mind for stock. If you can do 1,000 or 2,000 or 5,000, you're going to grow a lot quicker. Extrovert or introvert, reselling on eBay or Amazon introverts tend to gravitate towards it. That's not to say extroverts can't do well reselling on eBay or Amazon. They can. Extroverts or introverts, it don't matter. But introverts tend to prefer reselling over something like putting the face out there on social media. So if you're an extrovert, you might be a bit bored by it. I don't know. If you're an introvert, reselling on eBay or Amazon is perfect because it's not your face. It's very faceless. A lot of people buying from Amazon think they're buying from Amazon, even though they're buying from a third-party reseller. But ultimately, it's all right for either. Extroverts, introverts, it's okay. Preference is the biggest thing, I guess. So you're going to need some time. You're going to need quite a bit of money to do it at the highest levels, at least. It don't matter what this you are, but you are going to need to be that type of person. Now, weirdly, reselling isn't my favorite thing. I quite like the idea of creating a brand and selling a brand of physical products. I quite like the idea of that, but I don't like the idea of the slog to get there. Now, you could say, yeah, but you can leverage the platforms, eBay and Amazon. Yeah, you can, but it's not as straightforward as people make out. So like building a brand, you got to go all in, and you got to go all in for years. You know, a brand of physical products. Reselling doesn't tend to suit my personal preferences. So do I love reselling? I don't love it. I understand it. I respect it. I think there's a lot of value, and introverts really tend to gravitate towards it. But I think because I'm an extrovert, I think that's why I don't tick my boxes so much. That plus the missus shouts at me for boxes everywhere. So the more boxes I pile up in the garage, the more she shouts at me. So I just don't like it. So for me, preference stops me reselling on eBay or Amazon. But for you guys, I know a lot of you absolutely love it. And I know a lot of you making really, really good money at it. So if you don't like the idea of coaching people or putting your face on camera or doing social media, eBay or Amazon is a really, really strong route to go down if you got a little bit of cash. If not, affiliate marketing is a really strong route to go down. Again, it really suits introverts, extroverts. Either of those work for these ones. Extroverts will tend to gravitate towards these, but it's not essential. So that's that. I've got a couple of questions, so I'll just go through the questions. How can I get in touch with you? Do you have an email address, Lance? Lance, you can, I'd say add me as a friend on Facebook, which you're more than welcome to do. But I only accept people once in a blue moon anyway, just because I haven't got a massive list and I just see them all. There's loads of spammers on there. It's like I don't end up accepting them. Plus, I don't read my own PMs. I have a team member read my PMs. So email might be the best way to contact me. If you want to reach out, it's info@rapidwebsupport.com. So info@rapidwebsupport.com. Having said that, I'm super busy. If you've got any specific questions, now's the time to do it. If you want my time, one-on-one time, you're going to have to put your money where your mouth is, unfortunately. I don't have any free slots to do any one-on-one stuff. And I ain't into getting into big conversations. Okay.
Email should go to support at Secret.
Sorry, client emails. No, he's not a client.
No, but just people email.
Okay, support at Secret.
Get lost in it.
Sorry, okay, support at secretwealthproject.com. Ollie's just come in and told me. There you go. I've been told off again. Look at that. See? Boxes or email addresses I get told off.
I'm not telling you off. I'm looking after you.
You're not looking after me. You're telling me off.
No, I'm not.
No, she's looking after me. Do you want to come and say hello?
Not really.
Okay, she don't want to come and say hello. So, yeah, support at secretwealthproject.com, Lance. I don't know if I have access to that email address, but one of the team does. So if it's something that needs my attention, then it might find its way to me. But yeah, I hope you understand what I'm saying. I ain't in the game of like PMing and big conversations with non-clients. Sounds awful. I'm too busy. This is how I can add value to a lot of people. So ask me here, I'll answer you. Start sending me loads of messages. If it's business, if it's something that's win-win, cool. If it's not win for me, then you're unlikely to get a big, thorough response off me. You might get one off my team or something, but hopefully that makes sense and doesn't sound as awful as it sounds in my head. What to do if eBay closes your account? As far as I'm aware, you could just open another account, Buster. You might have to jump through some hoops. But I have not sold on eBay properly for a long time, so I'm not the right person to ask. Matthew Wright's just running his eBay course right now. It's the first session on Wednesday, his 10-week eBay course. He's the right person to ask. But I would say diversify your income. Make sure you're selling on Amazon and eBay. I think you can have as many accounts as you want on eBay. I think that's what Matthew said the other day. So make sure you set a bunch of accounts up. And then, yeah, just don't do anything naughty, I guess. I think on PL under 3 figures is Parliament dead now. Changes the game. I don't know what that means. Yeah, I don't know what that means. Lance says, do I have a course? Depends what on. I've got some old legacy courses, but I don't think I've got any courses right now that I am currently selling. Having said that, a lot of people have been asking me about affiliate marketing. So if there's demand for it, and that's how I made my first sale 20 odd years ago, and I'm still doing that now. If people want to know about affiliate marketing and they want me to create a course or launch some course or whatever, by all means, suggest it. But yeah, actually, it depends what it is, Lance. Depends what it is. So yeah, thanks for the comments anyway. Right, so on to the next one. We're running out of space. I'm going to have to do this, but there's a chance you'll get my jiggle belly on it. No, I don't think so. I think we're all right. I won't scare you with that. So the next one we're going to talk about is the long live. These lives are massive, aren't they? So the next one we're going to talk about is SaaS or apps. SaaS or apps. What's SaaS? SaaS stands for software as a service. Or apps are just the things on your phone. So everybody that's got a smartphone's got an app. So you should hopefully know what that is. If you don't know what apps are, don't go build an app. But software as a service, I really like this business model. We're focusing a lot on this right now. We've got probably, 7, 8 projects on the go right now across the team. So let's talk about this because this is really not going to suit everybody at all. There's a steep learning curve, an advanced skill set. Lots can go wrong. But if you get it right, it can be very rewarding financially and otherwise. So let's apply SaaS, software as a service. So this is recurring subscription. So you might have an email autoresponder you pay for. That's a SaaS product. You might have a piece of sourcing software that you find online arbitrage deals with. That's a SaaS That's a SaaS product, a software as a service. So it's selling a software via the internet as a service. So you pay monthly, you get access to it. That's what that is. So let's break it down against the criteria. See if it's for you or not. Time. Now, I suppose this has got a level of complexity that is really not going to suit most beginners. But you're going to invest a lot of your time, whether you are coding or not. So if you're a coder, it's a different conversation to if you're not, right? But you're going to invest a lot of your time either way. It is not a beginner's friendly business model at all. I'm sure somewhere there's been beginners that have smashed it out of the park with SaaS or apps, but honestly, you're going to get eaten alive. If you're a total beginner in online marketing and making money online and stuff, I wouldn't start. But it's going to take a lot of time. Money, oh my God, it's going to take a lot of money. Now, if you're a coder, that might be different. You might be able to code it yourself and save a lot of money. But if you save a lot of money, you're going to spend a lot of time. So it's definitely a direct seesaw. Either way, whether you're coding, whether you're not coding, you're gonna use a lot of your time. As a marketer, as a business owner, as a customer support person, in the early stages when you've not got a team, you're going to spend so much of your time. Now, you can outsource it. You can have other people build your software. I can't create software, but I own a bunch of software because we pay developers to do it. Developers aren't cheap. They're not easy to work with all the time. And they consistently come in later than you'd hope. And everything's more expensive, takes longer, and is harder than you could imagine. But if you've got money, you can pay for developers to do it. Now, what we tend to do is we will build a project to what's called MVP, so minimum viable product. And then when it's an MVP, we'll launch it and get into beta. Now, getting to MVP could take you, I mean, our projects, they're not 6-monthers. You don't get released in 6 months. So getting to MVP might take you a year. It might take you longer. It might take you 18 months. It might take you 2 years. Getting to MVP, so minimum viable product, before you can even launch and charge a penny. Whilst you're doing that, you're going to burn cash like there's no tomorrow. So if you've got one dev, you're going to burn one dev's worth of cash. I mean, you can get quoted projects, so they'll quote you for it. But the moment you change anything, it starts costing you. So, and you will want to change stuff. So we end up hiring devs and just keeping them. So just keeping them on full time. But you're going to go massively into the red whilst you're building MVP. And then you can release it. And then hopefully, if you're good at marketing or you've got an audience or something like that, you can get to a point whereby some or all of your costs are being covered at MVP. And then at that point, you just keep reinvesting. And eventually, yeah, your costs go up probably as you grow it. But eventually, your costs, so in fact, I could draw it. I'm not going to draw a thing. I don't want to unpretty this. In fact, I will draw it because why not? So in fact, I won't draw it because I'll screw it up. Basically, you're going to burn a whole lot of cash building SaaS and apps before you get any back, right? And there's no guarantees you'll get any back. So if you're a coder, you're going to use a lot of time. If you're not a coder, you're still going to use a lot of time. If you're a coder, you won't need as much money or hardly any. If you're not a coder, you're going to need a lot of money. Don't even get started if you don't have cash to burn. And then introvert and extrovert suits either. Either works fine. Either works good. Probably introverts will gravitate towards something like this also. But extrovert, introvert, all good. And then the other one is personal preference. So do you like the idea of having your own software? That's it. Ask yourself that. If you don't do it. Right, last one for now because we're coming up to the hour mark. And I think we've got our magic 7. Productized services. Productized services. Put your hand up if you know what a productized service is. I'm going to tell you anyway. So a productized service is where you offer a service as a product. What are you talking about, Matt? Right? So if I was taking you on as I don't know, an SEO client. Let's say I was taking you as an SEO client, so search engine optimization client, right? You might ask me to do all kinds of stuff and expect me to do all kinds of stuff as part of the service, right? And maybe there's a retainer and you pay me monthly and I just do whatever it takes and I do the work, right? So that's just a normal service, say, a normal online service. The difference between that and a productized service is in a productized service, I don't take you on as a client, as a retainer and do whatever you want. I sell a keyword research package, right? So the difference is I'm going to do the service and I might do the service one-on-one, just like if you were a client, but I sell it as a package. And there's a number of advantages of that. And then I might do a backlinking package. And then I might do a keyword, article writing package. So then you pay me for the packages. You pay me for the product. The product is keyword research package or article writing package or backlink building package. It's not a SEO service. So hopefully that makes sense. Does that make sense? Let me know in the comments. But a productized service is where you're not going to get no mission creep, right? You're paying for 1,000 keywords to be found, and that's what you get. I'm going to do the service for you, but you get 1,000 keywords in your niche. You don't get to change it to actually, can you take a look at this email and this and that? Like there's no mission creep. It is just what it is. There's no negotiation involved. You know, the package is there. You can click buy it now. There's no selling involved. It sells off the page. So productized services are another good way of making online income streams. Now, the beauty of this is you can almost do a bit of drop servicing. Drop servicing. Oh my God. I don't know if that says drop servicing or not. I don't think it does, but you can do drop servicing, right? So you can have your listed products on your website. So logo design, for example. So you got logo design, $199. And then you might have menu design, $299. And then you might have a banner design, $155, right? You got the different products, right? Productized services. So you're going to create them a banner. You're going to create them a menu. It's a service, really, but they're ordering it like it's a product. Now, what you can do is you can find a designer on something like Fiverr, build up a relationship with them, somebody that's good and that you trust and you've got a good rapport with and you can chat to, and then you can sell the logo design. So you sell the logo on your website for $199, and then you go get your Fiverr designer you've got the rapport and the relationship with and say, look, I've got a design. This is the logo I want designing now, and pay them $50 or whatever it is. So you sell it for $199 on your website and pay somebody else $50 to do it. Now, before anyone goes, oh, that's scummy, I mean, I understand that viewpoint, but that's how business works. You know, your employees get paid X and you get paid Y, and hopefully Y is more than X to pay for your employees. It's no different, but you're just using outsourcers. So you'll build up a relationship, and maybe their going rate is $35 for a logo design. And you say to them, look, I want you to be able to do it within 24 hours, no matter what, with unlimited revisions. And I want you to be happy. So I'll pay you $50. If you're selling it for $199, you're not going to care if they're good and you've got that rapport. They're going to love it because they're getting $15 more a design from you. And you're going to love it because you're selling it for $199. So, and then you get to keep the difference. So that's what I mean by productized services. So let's apply this to our 4 criteria. What I haven't done is I've not talked about active and passive on all of these, and applied that as a criteria, but hopefully you guys get the idea anyway with the time and commitment. So a productized service can take time, but for example, if you're drop servicing, paying somebody else to deliver the service You don't have to take much of your time at all. It might be sending an email, and you could probably automate that anyway, you know, to put your customer details or requirements in front of that contractor. So don't have to take a lot of time, but could take some time. If you're doing the service yourself, it could take a lot of time. So it could be either a massive time commitment or not much of a time commitment. Money, you don't need that much money. It's more agreements, it's services, so you don't need that much money. It depends on the service. If it costs you a lot to deliver, it's going to cost you a lot, but most services tend not to online. It's more likely to be a time commitment, but it doesn't have to be your time commitment. And obviously with the money, if you drop servicing, you already take the money first, you pay somebody else to do it. So it's like outsourcing really, but outsourcing tends to be somebody you pay on a regular basis or in the common context that you talk about it. But yeah, you're going to need some money, but the customer will have paid you already. So they paid $199 for their logo. You pay $50 out of that $199 to your guy to do the logo. Introvert, extrovert, doesn't matter. Suits both. Preference, totally down to you. So hopefully, that looks quite pretty, doesn't it? With the little pictures and that. That'd be a good thumbnail. I'm not going to do that. Right. So that's it. That's it. So a Facebook user clarifies. I'll clarify. I think if you're trying to launch private label products under £100 for customers, you're struggling big time these days. Oh, you mean a sale price to the customer under 100? That's interesting. I've not seen anybody say that before. Yeah, you might be right. I don't know. But how impulsive is over $100 purchase or £100 purchase? I don't know. But yeah, I mean, it's not my bag. I've done a lot of private labeling in the past, but it's not my bag these days. So I don't know. Yeah, was that helpful to anyone? I don't know. Maybe you just got me on the background like some soothing meditation sounds of Matt talking to himself. Or maybe you've really enjoyed it. If you did, give me a thumbs up on whatever platform you're looking at it on, whether it's YouTube or Facebook's. And yeah, leave a comment if you're watching this in replay. Let me know you watched it, what you thought. Hopefully that helps somebody, either a beginner or somebody looking to do something else. I got my first thumbs up. Thanks, guys. Bless you. But yeah, Hanson says, thanks for that. Lots of new ideas to work with. No, that's cool, Hanson. Nice one. Thanks, buddy. Right, that's it. That's it for another day, another live. I'll see you again soon. These lives will probably get short in the future. I enjoy them too much. That's a problem. But yeah, hopefully this was some value to somebody looking to deep dive into a brand new business model. Thanks for watching. I'm Matt Webley. This has been The Secret Wealth Project. I'll see you next time, folks. Bye-bye.